Have you ever opened your bank account and looked at those numbers and immediately you felt overwhelmed? And like, not overwhelmed because you didn't understand the math, but because your money just tends to feel heavy, heavy with stress, heavy with worry, heavy with guilt, heavy with decisions that you wish you handled or should have made differently. If that's you, I want you to know that you are not bad with money, okay? Most people aren't struggling with the actual numbers and the actual math. They're actually struggling with the emotional weight attached to money. And today I want to talk a little bit about why money just tends to feel so heavy and how to start lifting that weight. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Mo. I'm a financial counselor, a life coach, and someone who spends a lot of time helping people understand not just the money, the foundations, the numbers, and the works, but we also work with the emotional part of it. Because here's the truth: money is not just financial. It's really a whole psychology to it, and it's very emotional, it's relational. And if we don't address the actual emotional side of money, no amount of budget in the world, okay, is gonna fix the problems that we have. So let's talk about why money tends to help feel heavy in the first place. For a lot of people, money carries memories. Now, maybe you grew up watching your parents like struggle, right? Maybe there was always tension around the house anytime it came to bills, or maybe anytime money conversations came up, there was stressful, it was avoidant, or maybe even filled with shame. So now here you are as an adult, and every time you deal with money, those same emotions tend to come with it, and you don't even realize it. Sometimes that weight isn't even about the amount of money, right? It's about the things like regret from past decisions, fear about the future, comparison to other people, right? Or even feeling like you're behind in life. I know I've been there before. So money becomes this emotional backpack that we just carry around everywhere and we take it with us, right? And here's what most people do when money feels heavy. Guess what? They avoid it. They don't check their account. They don't look at their statements. They don't review anything. They just say, okay, I know I get paid and that's it. They tell themselves, I will deal with this later. But the problem with avoidance is this: avoidance makes that weight heavier, because what happens is when we don't face something, our imagination just fills in the gaps and we make up all these stories, and then we assume the worst. We tend to feel more anxious, and suddenly money starts controlling our emotions instead of the other way around, where we are controlling our money, right? So what's the solution? I know you're asking. The solution is not shame. The solution isn't beating yourself up. It's not really, like, the solution is clarity. So clarity is one of the most powerful forms of self-respect that one can have. And because you choose to look at your numbers honestly, you're telling yourself this: I deserve to know the truth about my life. And once you have that clarity, something powerful will happen, right? Money stops being that mysterious emotional cloud that is hanging over your head, and it becomes something that you can actually work with, something that you can manage. And you can make decisions, you can create the plan, you can move forward with power. And I think that's the place that we're all trying to get to. So if your money feels heavy right now, here's something very simple that you can do this week, right? So I call this a money reset moment. You're going to set aside just 30 minutes. That's it. Just 30 minutes. And during that time, what you're going to do is you're going to look at your accounts. You're going to write down your balances, and you're going to write down your bills. That's it. No judgment, no panic, just information, because clarity is the first step to financial peace. And once you have the clarity, the weight just starts to lift one thing at a time. So if this video resonated with you, I want you to remember this. Your money is not just about numbers. It's about your story, your habits, and your relationship with yourself. Here's the good news though. That relationship can change. It can evolve. And if you're someone who wants more conversations like this around money, around growth, and essentially personal development, please make sure you subscribe, because here we talk about money in a way that helps you, like, not just build the actual foundation, but build wealth with clarity and with peace. Now remember this, okay? Your finances don't have to be perfect. Mine aren't. But they do deserve your attention and your time, okay? Again, my name is Mo, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.